What's it mean to you for finally get this honor?
I mean, just super excited, everything happens in the right timing. And, there's a lot of people who are like, oh my God, I couldn't believe you weren't already in there.
I know, right?
Happens when it's supposed to happen, but I'm super excited. When I was walking in, got a chance to look on the wall and just so many memories of some of those people that have meant so much to K-State athletics, and now to be on the same wall and then alongside some of these folks like Jacob and Nick and the Ices and so many people, it's just super meaningful to our family.
Was there any jealousy last year when Tyler got into the Ring of Honor before you?
No jealousy. It's hard to be jealous when it's your kid, right? I mean, he gives me a hard time all the time, but man, I was just, it's super proud. I mean, as a parent, the one thing you do is just gloat over all of your kids' accomplishments, and so that was a pretty surreal moment to be able to just stand out on the field, watch him be inducted into the Ring of Honor. Just proud moment for us.
When K-State fans talk to you, do you hear more about your old playing days, or do you hear more about your family now?
It depends on who it is, right? If they're under 30, it has nothing to do with me. And then the folks that are sort of 40 and over, they remember me and they say that they grew up watching me. But I think what I love is, with me being here from 92 to 97, my brother being here from sort of 97 to 01. Then there was a little bit of an 8-10 year gap, but then Tyler's here for 4 years. Now Sterling's here. It sort of seems like, when you look at the last 3 decades, one of us has been here for sort of an extended period of time. And what I love is, as a K-State fan, people get the opportunity to sort of follow someone within our family throughout that whole course in time. And, we're hoping in 3 years we're sending 2 more kids down here that also play wide receiver to keep extending just sort of that runway for all K-State fans.
Okay, so how old's the next one after Sterling?
So our last 2 are twin boys. They're sophomores in high school this year, so first year of varsity, and they play wide receiver.
Okay, so try to add up. So 3 years.
So Sterling would be walking off campus, and he might have 2 more walking in, just like my brother Aaron walked in when I walked off campus.
Where do you see Sterling fitting in, not only with the wide receivers, but on special teams this year as well?
Yeah, hopefully. I think he'll fit in sort of in both spots, right? I think, he'll do some punt returns, I would guess. I'm sure Dylan will do some as well. Both of them, I think, are very explosive. May get a chance to do some kick returns as well. He's in the 2 deep at wide receiver. So I think he'll get some playing time, which is good, and that's all you can ask for. You're just looking for an opportunity. I think he'll do a great job of taking advantage of his opportunity. I know a lot of fans have been, sort of waiting, hey, what are we going to get? What's he going to look like? And I think now's the right time. He's spent the last couple of years trying to get a little bit bigger, get a little bit stronger, a little bit quicker and faster. And I think his coming out party will be Saturday. And so he's super excited about it. I'm excited about it to just sort of see him out there in a uniform, doing something that our family has done for a very long time on that football field.
What highlight of yours do you see most online, or do people bring up to you now?
Oh, for the older folks that remember, a lot of them will reference the Colorado catch in '93, sort of the one-handed catch. People will also reference the Cincinnati game, sort of the miracle moment of just catching a ball in the last second of the game, time running out, getting a big win. The one that probably comes up in my dreams the most is sort of the Cotton Bowl game, when I still feel like I was in bounds and I wasn't.
Oh, no.
Would have loved for us to win a really big bowl game like that going out my senior year. But man, there's so many memorable moments here.
What was your favorite thing about playing for Coach Snyder?
I think more than anything it was, when I got here, not knowing how competitive we'd be, but then quickly realizing that over a 4-year span, we would be sort of the first group to go out and win some 37 games or so over a 4-year period. Just that whole rise, being a part of sort of that foundational group that really helped the organization turn the corner, I think is pretty remarkable. I mean, every game we walked into, we knew we had a fighting chance. To go to 4 straight bowl games, that was pretty memorable. So just to be a part of sort of that 92 class that I think made a lot of difference here, I think is pretty memorable.
Do you have any advice for other parents who are trying to raise wide receivers themselves?
The only thing I can say is, when you find something well, just sort of rinse and repeat. And, we know one thing. We know how to run around. We know how to read a defense. We know how to catch a ball. We know how to run away from people. So that's all I've taught my kids from the moment that they were little, and it's fun to go out and see them in their environment, be able to take over and do the same thing. So I'm excited to see Sterling. I'm excited to see the Twins play this year, and then obviously every Sunday my feet are kicked up, and can't wait to see Tyler just continue to dominate in the NFL.
If you had to go up against, if you had to play with Tyler, Sterling, Aaron, whoever, who do you think would grade out as the best receiver in the family?
Well, I mean, statistically, I guess I have to say it would be Tyler because, he came through the same place that me and Aaron did and just sort of set every record on fire. But I think to date, he's probably been the most complete. He was a lot like my brother in terms of his upper end speed, his ability in the return game to make a difference. And then with me, he got sort of the best of me. He's a really good route runner, hard to cover in one-on-one, really great hands. And so while my brother was mainly known for being explosive, mostly being explosive on the return game, I was mainly known for doing it as a wide receiver. Tyler was the first one to sort of be known to be explosive in both aspects. And so at this point, I'd have to give it to him.